Yes, Ohaneze unu kano ebe ọnwa anyị nọ wụ Aros Farm nke dị n'Aros Farm Avenue dị n'Aliabam ebe eji ụzọ Aliabam mara Kano. Some months ago ndị Ụmụdike seed bịa ebe ọnwa anyị make video kpaịrị unu ifeọma bịasajeni Akano. Amam see so many of you people mega expect if for the outcome of it. Now, if on wo if on humzu no abesade, if on don't want for wo the all sample. Now here with me is Mr. Joseph Ibem. I think he is the director of this place. If he is not, he is here to correct me. Then, data one or two things that we need to know about what is going on here. Good day, sir.
Yeah, good day.
I'm Masatonye Wonnam.
Yeah, I'm Prince Joseph. Okay. As always, so we are at Rose Farm. Some months back, we decided to embark on this project, courtesy of Prince Engineer David Ukbo and Prince Engineer Uper Ukbo. So they are the donors of this project, so to say. And this project, like we showcased earlier, is to ensure that we venture into agriculture in a modern way. We venture into farming, changing the norms that have been and the way agricultural practice is conducted within this locality. And we were of the view that the inherent potentials in agriculture in our community can provide food that will feed the whole of Abia State and beyond. And so at that juncture, we decided to sample start. So here we have about an hectare. So we have an hectare and a quarter. That's around 30 plots that have been segregated from the whole of this place. As far as your eyes can go, these are the non-cultivated side. So because of time, we decided to sample start with this 30 plots. That is an hectare and a quarter. So within here are various species of cassavas. We have segregated the farm into 9 different trenches. This is trench 1. This is trench 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, up to that end. So they are the trenches. So within each trench is a specific kind of cassava. What we want to do here is to check how each cassava will perform when it is taken to the larger spectrum of the farm, which is a little bit here by my right. So from next planting season, we are going to venture into this larger space, which is around 12 hectares. So what we have done is to measure how each particular breed of cassava will measure when planted at the major side of this farm. So on this trench 1, this is trench 1. So you can see trench 1, we have the 508 model. That is, this cassava, as you can see it here now, is just 3 weeks old. This is 3 weeks. It's already half the size of human being. It's 3 weeks old. All this area, they are 3 weeks old. So this is the 508 model. This 508 model, as you can see, it has a reddish handle. You can see it has a reddish hand. It is different from the rogo that our people used to know. This is small rogo. It's called 508. So this grows very widely, as you can see. This is just 3 weeks old. All these trenches. We want to see how they will measure. So from this trench down to the extreme end of this 30 plots, this size down, that is where we have a 508. These ones are just 3 weeks old. You can see them growing, all of them. They are the ones that occupy this area down. Then on this side, we have the 419 or 419, right? You can see this is 419. Where my hand is 419. It is also, this one is 2 weeks old, is on this trench. So the essence of this is to measure how each one will measure when planted at the larger spectrum of this farm. That is why we segregated the farm, these 30 plots, or an hectare and a quarter, as the case may be. So look at, this one is the 419. The much talked about 419, look at it. They are the ones on this area. Down, come with me so you can see how they are growing. What? They are growing. Look at it. This one is also almost the size of human being, half of human being as I'm standing. That means in 6 months' time, these particular cassavas here would have grown to 8 feet tall. They will grow 8 feet tall in the very least. And then you can see they are the ones here, 419 model. Then you come to another trench. Come with me to this trench. On this trench is a mixture. This is 418. That is the Ghana breed. Look at them. They are just 2 weeks old. You can see the growth size is a little bit different from this side. This is 419. The Ghana 418. Sorry, that's the Ghanaian breed. We brought it all the way from my Ghanaian colleagues who are into agriculture, and so we brought like 2 bunches measuring about 7 stems each, and there are about 1,000 stands of them here. So we want to see how they will measure when planted on our soil. It's equivalent to the 419, but this is 418. That's the Ghanaian model. Then come with me to section 5. This section is a semi-mini section. This section is a mixture of the 419 and the 418. Look at them.
This is another section, right?
Yeah, this is another section. As you can see, the natural boundaries, we created natural boundaries to use it as a segregation, to know how each species performs when planted separately, when planted together. So this section is a combination of both 419 and 418, right?
Yeah.
Then you come to the last section. This last section here, you can see this section is the local breed.
And it has the largest section.
Yes. What we want to do is a combination from here to somewhere here. This is where the 419 and the 418 stop, right? So from here, this last section here now, down is the local breed, right?
Okay.
But then there is a difference in this very local breed. I hope you are seeing them. There's a difference. You can see. As I'm checking, this one is 10 days old. But there is something that happened here. We applied, for this local breed, we applied some level of technicality in modern agriculture to it. We want to revive the local stems using this culture, using this planting culture. We want to revive the local breed that is locally known as Port Harcourt and the Ekogri, Akamdinelu, all those local species.
Wanjoko them.
Wanjoko, Akamdinelu, Ekogri, and Port Harcourt, like my grandmother used to call
that is how they call it.
Yeah, so they are the ones here. What's happened here is that we want to revive it the way our people were used to plant it. We want to revive the local breed by attending to it in a modern way. We've planted it. What we did different was to apply modern techniques. And so these ones are 8 days old. So you can see them They are already growing faster than when our local farmers plant it in their farm. This is 8 days. Can you believe that? So these ones, what we want to do is give it the modern attention. Yes, it's local breed, but we want to see how they will perform when given the
The attention.
attention, modern agricultural attention. That is the application of good agricultural models, good tending system, pesticides, and all that. We want to see how they will perform. And the essence of this is to use it to revive the local breed. I think that is what the modern agriculturists did for 419, 419, 418, and the 508 that I earlier showed. So you can see this larger sphere from down, all this area is a combination of this local breed. All of them, the five, the Porakot, the Ikogri, the original Rogo that we used to know of, and then the Akam Dinelu ones. These ones are Akam Dinelu, of course, they call it the Obasanjo species. So these are where we showcase them. The essence is to measure how they will perform when it is properly attended, different way from what our people used to do. So that is what is here. And back to what I was saying, you know, cassava has a cassava which we from where we produce gari, noodles, flour, and all that bread flour is the staple food of our people. It is not an ostentatious good anyway, but it's almost becoming an ostentation good. Yes, economically speaking. What we call the goods of ostentation are those goods that even if the price is rising, the people keep patronizing. People keep buying irrespective of what the price is. Thanks to great economists like Thorsten Veblen, who illustrated this with what we call the Veblen goods or goods of ostentation. That is those things that you buy whenever, even if the price is going higher in the market, people still buy. But then cassava production or gari production has somehow in the modern time become like an ostentatious good, because no matter how you plant, no matter the quantity you have, there are always people who are going to take it, irrespective. So because of that, cassava or gari production is an economic good because it has satisfied two necessary economic conditions. One is that they command prices. And for them to command prices, they must have to be relatively scarce. That is why if you go to the market, everybody, local farmers, there are so many thousands of them, but yet when you go to the market, you see that gari is scarce and is costly and people keep buying it. So I'm just trying to relate what was initially referred to as inferior goods to superior goods. That is normal goods to goods of ostentation. H.L. Batia, great economist in his theory, says that for anything to be called an economic good, it must have to satisfy two economic conditions. One, it has to command prices. And for it to command price, it has to be relatively scarce. I have already explained that. So now, coming back to what the plan was, to segregate 30 plots or an hectare and a quarter or an hectare and a half, depending on how you want to measure. So we want to use this area to sample produce the stems that we are going to use in the next planting season. So within this area, we have about 15,000 stands. And with the tending system that we are applying, these 15,000 stands are going to grow as tall as 10, 9, 8 feet. In the least 6 feet. That means each stem will mass produce like 8 to 10 other stands. If you look at that, that's around 150,000 stands. We are going to produce 150,000 stands here. And that 150,000 stands is enough for us to use and plant 10 hectares or even more. So that means The essence is both economical and also savings approach, because at the end of this harvest, when we ratoon these stems, what we mean by ratooning is cutting the stem while you still leave the stalk. Like this one now.
The root.
Yes, this is 3 weeks old or 508. If it grows, it can grow as tall as 8 feet, 9 feet. This is just 3 weeks old. You can see it's already standing more than 3 feet tall. So by the time it goes to 9 feet, it can be ratooned. Ratooning means cutting the stem somewhere and still leaving the root, the stalk inside. It will not spoil because this is a game changer model. The stalk will still be growing, though you have ratooned or cut off the stem for another planting, like in an outgrower model. So the stems that will be produced here can be enough for us to plant 200 plots of land, or 10 hectares or 12 hectares, 240 plots. So that means from next planting season, Rose Farm will rely on these plants in this segregated portion of this land for our future planting. Then come with me, let me show you something. There is a range model that we have decided to try on this second portion. Look at the second portion.
First and second.
Yeah. So for this, you can see how the tending system on the ridges are. Some of them we planted vertically, like this one. We planted them vertically. That is, we planted some vertically, then some horizontally. That is this way and this way. These ones you can see them in cluster, right? These ones in cluster. They are the ones we planted horizontally. That means you can see each having more than 2 to 3 sprouts. So that means from here alone, we can go further than 200 plots of land just from this section that we have segregated from the stems that we will produce. We will use it to now mass plant when we start the proper planting in the next planting season. That will be in 8 months' time or 6 months' time, because you can see the crops, the stems are really growing. Come with me to the middle section. I want to show you something. Then this section, right? This is in 419. All these are 419 down. You can see everything here, as far as your eyes can go, they are all 419. So this 419, like I said, we brought them, some of them right from Umubike, Japan. They are the seedlings that people are talking about. And also, as you can see, we've not applied anything fertilizer. It's just natural. Is still feeding on the natural resources from the land. So before the application of anything, we will decide whether we are going organic or we are going for the natural fertilizers that people use. So whichever model that we want to use, all I'm saying is that the plants are doing marvelously well, as you can see, and the farms have been weeded. We will not do any other weeding until sometime in February 2026, because we've already done the final weeding for this year. That is why you can see the crops. They are shining and glittering. Come with me towards the lower end of this coat. You will see that
yes, sir.
everything about them.
Hold on.
Yes. Motion million. Okay, so in summary, this is what we want to This is why we brought the cameraman who has done a very good job, and my colleagues. Hello, that is Mr. Stephen. That is Mr. Stephen, and this is myself, Prince Joseph. And for everyone that is watching us, like my teacher, my Israeli teacher who taught me agri, he said that we need not be ashamed to learn in our first effort show, because in this world, it is from the little things that the greatest have often grown. There are no learned sages that live whatsoever their degree who did not have a simple ABC starting. A journey of 1,000 miles, they say, starts with a step. And here, this step has been taken and marvelously well taken. So this is Rose Farm. Once again, my name is Prince Joseph. Okay. On behalf of the donors of this project, Prince Engineer David Ukpo and Prince Engineer Ufere Onije Ukpo, and my colleague here, Mr. Stephen, that's him on phone. I'm saying thank you everybody for watching. We will come your way again sometime in February when the plants must have done 3 to 4 months old. Then we will measure the scale with our yardstick of measurement. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this is what we have been saying. So as he said, few months time, we'll still come back here. So if you have any question, please drop it on the comment section. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, even don't forget to share. Thank you.